Most coaches think that the more content they create up front, the more valuable their offer is. But here's the truth. Your clients don't need more content. In fact, they don't want it. They need access to the right answers at the right time. In this video, I'll show you how we build what I call an FAQ vault that acts as a living curriculum, where every question that your client asks becomes a resource for future clients, protects your time, and scales your coaching business. This is how we build out our course content while we're coaching, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it too. So here's a big mistake that I see happen over and over in the industry, and that's thinking that we need so much course content. An even bigger mistake is building out course content before you're actively working with enough clients to really understand what are the frequently asked questions that they're currently asking, and what is the core curriculum that they really should be following to get that specific result that you can repeat on clockwork again and again and again in many different scenarios. A lot of times, especially when you're trying to film a bunch of content beforehand, it's perfectionism or it's thinking there's not enough value in your offer without adding more and more stuff to your offer. And in reality, what we need to start to look at is how can we actually give our clients less? It's less, but better. Okay? So think about the last time that you invested in something. You didn't invest in someone like a coach or a mentor or a guide or a program or a course to learn a bunch of things that you could be doing. You invested in that program to tell you the next step that you should be taking to get your desired result. So that's all your people want too. They want a very simple answer and a clear-cut result. Who here remembers going to Google when you had a question for something? You went to Google and you were pulled up a bunch of different articles, a bunch of different documents, and then you got to search through those to find the answer. Even before that, the days where you'd go to the library, pull up an encyclopedia, and look for the answer yourself. Well, now what do? We run to systems like ChatGPT, where we can find the exact answer to our very specific problem in seconds. You see, we want the next step, the specific answer to our questions. We do not want a whole bunch of things that we could try. A whole bunch of potentials. We want the next step from your specific expertise. So clients' needs shift as they progress, right? If you guys go back to what I've been teaching you about the value ladder and about how your offers upgrade as you grow, what you're going to realize is your clients' needs do too. And so the higher up your value ladder clients go, the more direct support and attention they want from you. But along the way, as a client asks you a question, you're then able to pull that data, turn that into a resource that you can serve all of your future clients to come, without them always having to come back to you, which long-term scalability buys back your time and provides a better client experience. So I want to teach you now the living curriculum framework. And by the way, this should give you the permission, not like you need any, that you can launch before you feel ready, because this curriculum is going to be something that you build with your clients, not before you get them. So I'm going to teach you the living curriculum framework, and this is 4 steps that are going to help make sure that you are taking those questions that you get from your existing clients and turning them into a resource that will work for future clients well into the future, saving you time so they don't always come to you as a resource, but also providing a better client experience. So step 1, you need to pay attention during coaching in the specific questions that you're getting on and off of your coaching sessions. Here's the rule of thumb. If you're asked something at least 3 times, you need to turn it into a resource. Step 2 is to record simple Loom trainings. Walk through your process while you're narrating something. Keep it practical, short, simple, to do this thing now. What I love to do, along with a type of video to training like that, where I'm walking through a specific system, is actually have something tangible that they could download or access as well that coincides with that training. So think of a worksheet, a template, a checklist, a questionnaire, something that's going to help give them an opportunity to integrate the thing that you just taught on. Something I also feel is missed in most people's portals is they'll have a bunch of worksheets, templates, guides, tutorials, but they don't have a coinciding video. And I think that that's a mistake because the two go hand in hand together for different learning styles. So I recommend filming in your preferred style or creating in your first style first, and then use that guide to create the other element that would coincide with it. Now, not all trainings are going to need this, but just use your best judgment. How would you want to receive this as one of your clients? What would help them implement more successfully? This is very similar to how we create our company playbooks. You're like, you know what, this sounds really good from a client delivery perspective, but I also feel like I need to be documenting SOPs and documenting these processes for my internal team as well. If that's you, I'd really recommend that you check out this video. It's to teach you the playbook of creating playbooks so that you can start to fire yourself from everything that's not inside of your zone of genius. You can do more of what you love and less of what you don't. Step 3 is to organize these resources into a type of resource portal. And we're currently using the Skool classroom in order to house ours. So we're going to categorize these trainings based on the client journey stages. And so what that might look like is modules followed by lessons. And the reason this starts to unfold and becomes really clear is you start to realize that at different points of your client's journey, they're going to have different questions. Usually you'll realize in the beginning of someone's journey, they all have similar questions. Okay, maybe a month in, they have a different set of questions. But you start to realize there's a cadence to this. There's a rhythm. There's a process here. And when you do start to realize that, that's when things start to naturally take form like a traditional course might look. But guys, here's what I really want you to understand. In a course, I think fluffy material, that's all of your ideas dumped into one place. What we're talking about here is none of that. We're talking about only what they need to integrate right now to get their desired result, nothing more. That's what makes this so valuable. So you want to make it searchable. You want to make it really easy to navigate. So we have a specific roadmap that we share with our clients upon joining our program. And so our videos, our training vault, follows that client journey to a T. So the modules are the different sections of our program, and the lessons are what they need to integrate in between them all, following a very specific path. And here's what I do on my coaching sessions, okay? Let's say I have somebody ask, hey, Jamie, how do I fine-tune my pitch for my high-ticket coaching program? I would say, great. What I want you to do is go watch this specific video on how to formulate your pitch. After you've created yours inside of that worksheet that coincides with the video, I want you to send me your copy, and I'll send you a detailed Loom back with my specific feedback on your offer. So that's how I use it. I don't say, hey, go sit through and watch every single video in this course and implement as you go. I say, look, based on where you're at right now, this is the video and this is the guide for you. Go watch that, send me what you find, and then I'll review it for you. So instead of me taking the rest of that 45-minute coaching session, teaching and training on that topic, I can say, hey, great, glad you want to do that. Here's how you do that. Come back, and on your next session even, or in between that, I'll send you a Loom video, and we can iron that out together. Because I know that I already have a resource in a training that somebody could go through and get a ton of results from. And then we can save our time on coaching for real coaching. Step 4. Empower your clients to actually use the vault. As your client base grows, more clients need to learn how to self-serve. And this means that the better your resource portal needs to be so that they can actually do that. Whether it's you, client success managers, or even coaches on your team, it's really important that you can begin to lean on these trainings and make it a cadence. Make it something that your team does is refer back to those training videos and make your clients aware of how they can find them. Make it easy to go through and consume that content. And also make sure there's no fluffy bullshit. Your clients don't want sucky fluff, as Alex Ramosi calls it. What they want is to be told exactly what to do next. I want to give you a real life example. We have some clients who are in our program right now, and we hadn't heard from them for a little bit. I have a client success manager. She checks in with them every week, and she's been asking them, hey, we haven't seen you on the group coaching calls lately. You haven't reached out for support. Is everything okay? And they said, why do we need to come to, why do you keep asking us if we need to come to the group coaching calls? We've been going through the core curriculum, and we are implementing as we go, getting everything we need and then some. We are fully set. We don't have questions. We don't need any more support. We're happy. We're served. We're doing good, right? And so understand what having that gives you the power to do is scale your business without creating a fulfillment bottleneck for yourself. So think about how scalable your offer gets to become when you start to enroll clients who don't even feel like sometimes they need to show up on the group calls because your core curriculum is that good, they feel served by it. And they can properly go in and implement your specific process and system to get their desired result. That's scalability. That's buying back your time. And that's building a system that gets clients real results. So look, if you're at the point in your business where you're really starting to look at client retention and look at scalability, we've got to understand that clients can use this resource portal 24/7, 365. I don't care if you're sleeping or chilling on a beach in Mexico or on a hike with your family, your clients can be going through these resources without you, meaning they're getting value from you 24/7 without it taking more of your time. So here's my challenge for you, is to figure out what have clients asked you 3 times, turn that into a resource for them so that it can live on into the future and you never have to answer that question again. Well, you might have to answer it again, but you can at least refer them back to a video that you've already taken the time to film. What's going to happen is you're going to reduce repetitive live training. Not only is that a little bit frustrating for you, it's also frustrating the people who have been in your program for over a year, who don't want to hear you reteach the same things again and again and again. That will make them go find a new program. So when you're always teaching something that's going to help them integrate their journey, and you're holding them accountable to integrating that thing, that's when they get real results. That's when you have good client retention. You want to be able to stay focused on that high-level coaching experience, not on repeating the basics. As you grow, your resource vault compounds, and you buy back more of your time. If you want to experience exactly how we've built this out inside of our own free community, I encourage you to come on in. Inside, you're going to get full access to what we call the Magnetic Toolbox, where we house Skool setup walkthroughs, magnetic CRM automations and backend tools, how to build your company playbooks and SOPs, even the best tools and software that we currently use for our business to scale, client onboarding systems, sales and conversion process breakdowns, different tools and resources that we're actively using right now for our own business and for our clients' businesses. The exact tech stack that we use to scale, fully documented. You'll not only see how we systemize client delivery, you'll get the templates and guides to start building your own. The link to join is below this video, and I'll see you inside.